Hello, my name is Marcello. Welcome to the Source AV Design Group's YouTube channel. Today we will look at the Spirit Torino Twin Pulse headphones versus the Pulsar aluminum dynamic open back headphones from Spirit Torino. All Spirit Torino headphones are designed and entirely handcrafted in Italy. This video will primarily discuss how the two headphones compare from a build quality, comfort, design, and sound quality perspective. We have already posted a full video on the Pulsar aluminum headphones as seen in black with star shapes on the grills. So I will link that video on the end screen of this video if you want more details about those headphones. Starting first with the specs of how the two headphones compare, the Twin Pulse headphones as seen with the gray cups and tan leather headband are the first full-size headphones Spirit Torino utilized the dual drive isobaric system. Later, the Pulsar aluminum would also adopt this same technology. So the headphones are directly related in that sense. However, there are some key differences. One of which is the Twin Pulse has a detachable cable system compared to the permanently fixed cable system of the more expensive Pulsar aluminum. The cable build quality of the Pulsar aluminum is of greater visible quality, using both silver and copper for its build, whereas the Twin Pulse cables use double section copper OFC. However, both cables are great with no audible issues. Both headphones are an open design with aluminum frames, and both use Alcantara and the Spirit Torino ventilation pad system with felt and Dynamat Extreme to deal with damping, resonance, and reflections. The weight of the headphones is also pretty comparable, with the Twin Pulse weighing around 540 grams without the cable compared to the Pulsar's 550 grams. Both headphones have a max power handling of 4,000 milliwatts and an impedance of 64 ohms. The sensitivity of the Twin Pulse was not posted on Spirit Torino's website or their North American dealer's website, whereas the Pulsar is 96 dB. The FR of the Twin Pulse is 24 to 28,000 Hz versus the 18 to 35,000 Hz of the Pulsar. Besides the noticeable visual differences and price, the most significant technical difference between these two headphones is the drivers they use, with the Twin Pulse using what Spirit Torino calls high-resolution dynamic drives, and the Pulsar aluminum uses their prestigious revolver drives. The price of the Twin Pulse at the time of filming this video is $2,950, with the Pulsar aluminum costing nearly double at $5,500. Both headphones are pretty comfortable to wear, with their headband systems being my biggest gripe with their builds, as I have stated in other Spirit Torino videos. I'm not a fan of gravity rods, and I wish they used a notch system to get a more secure fit that doesn't move when your head moves. So with all the technical stuff out of the way, let's get into the most important part. How do the two headphones compare from a sound perspective? For my impressions, I use several amplifiers I have in-house, both solid state and tube amplification, to formulate my opinions. For solid state amps, I use my Chord Hugo TT2 and Hugo 2 headphone amplifier DACS. For tube amplifiers, I use the McIntosh MHA200 headphone tube amplifier, fed by my Chord Hugo TT2 as the DAC, and the Woo Audio WA22 headphone tube amplifier, fed by my Hugo 2 as the DAC. I stream music from Qobuz and Tidal via Roon, using several playlists I have created. I started listening first with my reference Chord Hugo TT2 headphone amplifier and DAC to get a feel for how each of the headphones compares, as this component is the least colored amplifier and DAC in-house and is a great starting point for building audible impressions. I listened to several of my favorite playlists composed of many tracks with good dynamics, subtle details, and excellent soundstage presentation to get a feel for how the headphones stack up. Both headphones have excellent soundstage reproduction with superb imaging. The Twin Pulse has a bit more punch in the mid-bass region, and the Pulsar gave me the impression of more detail retrieval, air, and sparkle in the treble region. The soundstage of the Twin Pulse sounds more intimate than that of the Pulsar. The Pulsar presents a bit more depth and separation between the instruments, sounding like the more technical and neutral of the two headphones, with the Twin Pulse delivering a bit more flavorful presentation, leaning a bit warmer. The upper mid-range of the Twin Pulse sounds less forward than the Pulsar's upper mid-range. The Twin Pulse sounds a bit thicker, which I feel pairs well with the sound of the Chord TT2 on Filter 2. When listening to the Logical Song by Supertramp, I noticed the woodwind sounded more energetic and defined when listening to the Pulsar aluminum. Listening to Bob Dylan's Man in the Long Black Coat, the Twin Pulse presents the strings with a bit more body and weight than the more defined, crisper sounding strings of the Pulsar's presentation. Dylan's vocals also have more intimacy, body, and warmth from the Twin Pulse headphones. Listening to Dire Straits' Money for Nothing, the Twin Pulse presents the song's opening, specifically the drums and guitar, with a warmer timbre than the Pulsar. The Pulsar has faster sounding dynamics and a tighter punch from the drums, even if the drums have a bit less overall body when compared to the Twin Pulse. The electric guitar has a bit more edge and bite when listening to the Pulsar aluminum, along with a soundstage that separates the instruments better and is overall more refined. Listening to the Twin Pulse headphones and Private Investigations, again from Dire Straits, and the warmer sounding strings and piano keys when paired with the TT2 create a more colorful sound than the more neutral Pulsar aluminum's more technical presentation. However, this more technical sound is fantastic for imaging, image separation, and soundstage depth. So the headphones both sound fantastic to me paired with a Chord Hugo TD2. However, the Pulsar Aluminum is the more technical, resolving, and detailed sounding of the two headphones with a more neutral and accurate instrument and vocal timbre. However, the Twin Pulse headphones could be a fantastic choice with still plenty of detailed retrieval and excellent soundstage performance for a listener that may wish for a bit more color to the music and warmth in the mid-range for both instruments and vocals. Moving to the McIntosh MHA200 as the amplifier, fed by the Chord Hugo TD2 as the DAC, listening to Chris Ray's The Road to Hell, and both headphones sound fantastic, with the Twin Pulse again sounding a bit warmer for the vocals, presenting them more intimately, with the Pulsar sounding more resolving, technical, and forward for strings, pushing the vocals a bit further away on their more separated soundstage. Listening to Pink Floyd's Time, a track I like to use for the opening bells and chimes, the Twin Pulse is the more forgiving of the two headphones for that opening sequence, and when the guitar drops in, it has noticeably more body than the Pulsar Aluminum headphones present. However, neither headphones sound fatiguing or sharp for that opening sequence, and the Pulsar's definition with better separation of the bells, chimes, and the clock when it strikes is more lifelike and three-dimensional sounding. The more I listened to both headphones, I could hear why the Pulsar Aluminum is the more expensive of the two headphones with higher clarity and realism to instrument timbre. However, this doesn't mean they will be your preferred sound, and a listener may like the more colorful sound of the Twin Pulse headphones, giving guitars, piano keys, vocals, and drums a bit more warmth to their tone, so it will come down to your personal preferences. For instance, listening to Invincible from Tool on their Fear Inoculum album, and it's the more colorful sound of the Twin Pulse headphones that display more girth with the bass guitar, electric guitar, and kick drum that I would choose for metal and alternative music. Whereas if I were listening to jazz, classical, or orchestral music, I would likely lean towards the more spacious, resolving, detailed sound of the Pulsar Aluminum that better replicates the feeling of listening to those genres of music live. Moving into my office and listening to both headphones with the Woo Audio WA22, which is a warmer leaning, ballsy sounding headphone tube amplifier. The WA22 sounds fantastic with both headphones, adding even more depth and dimensionality to the soundstage, increasing the dynamic slam from bass lines and kick drums. Listening to Closer from 9 Inch Nails and the WA22 was a slamtastic good time with the Twin Pulse headphones, reaffirming that for genres of music that can benefit from a bit more mid-bass punch and warmth, the Twin Pulse, even when paired with a warmer leaning WA22, would be my choice for this type of music. However, the WA22 also adds some additional warmth and slam to the signature of the Pulsar headphones, so if you didn't want to lose the technical performance of the Pulsar but wanted a bit more warmth throughout the mid-range with more punch and slam, the WA22 could be an excellent fit for achieving this while expanding and adding even more dimensionality to the headphone soundstage. Pairing the Woo Audio WA2 OTL headphone tube amplifier, which is designed for headphones with an impedance of 100 ohms or greater with the two Spirit Torino headphones, was not a good match due to the 64 ohm impedance of the headphones. The Woo Audio WA22 or the McIntosh MHA200 were the best match of the headphone tube amplifiers I have in-house for these Spirit Torino headphones. This was a fun comparison video to make, and both headphones are impressive. If I could only choose one, it would be a tough choice to make. The more technical and expensive Pulsar would be many listeners' first choice, especially if listening to well-recorded and mastered albums. However, I listen to a wide range of music that is sometimes recorded and mastered well, and at other times could be better. I generally prefer headphones that lean neutral and neutral warm for most music, so I am also drawn towards the sonic character of the Twin Pulse headphones, especially for hard rock, metal, electronica, and some pop. If you are in the market for a new set of dynamic driver headphones and want headphones that are handmade in Italy, you should consider giving both these headphones a listen and see which headphones better fit your preferences. Thanks to Spirit Torino for sending out many fabulous headphones for us to check out and review. We hope you enjoyed the series on their headphones. If you are interested in trading up your old headphones, amplifiers, or other gently used audio gear for a new set of headphones or a new amplifier, check out the links in the video description to our trade-up program, and don't forget we will price match other authorized dealers. We have some cool videos coming this year with new product announcements, so please consider subscribing to our channel today. From $150 earphones to multi-million-dollar home audio, cinema, and automation systems, TSAV is a hi-fi enthusiast paradise for building the system of your dreams. So let's start the conversations in the video comments on what you think of these Spirit Torino headphones. If you have heard them both, which do you prefer and why? While you're there, smash that like button for us. Until next time, friends, remember, let the music be your guide.